Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. I am back with my Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard reaction to Lana Del Rey's new album. I don't know if that made sense, but whatever. And we are now on the very last song, which is crazy. And these last few songs have been like, well, last couple songs have been like, okay, that was cool. Yeah, and I kind of explained at the end of the last video how the album, whatever, let's just get into it. So yeah, if you want to go on Patron, follow me on Instagram, blah, 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 all of that will be in a link in a description below. If you're watching these as like standalone videos and you haven't watched any of the other videos and I'm here like being like, yeah, if you want to do this, just blah, blah, blah. You're gonna be like, what? Do you do this every video? I'm like, no. It's just I've been keep recording loads of videos in a row and it's annoying to keep saying it. But yeah, if you would like to go on Patreon and see all this uncut and all those things, then please do go check that out because it really does help me out and I shouldn't be taking it so like, shouldn't be saying it so silly, but I just don't want to bore anyone with it, you know. Anyway, let's get into it. This song is called Taco Truck XVB. No idea what that means. But I guess I'll find out, kind of. And don't forget, all these reactions are going to be part of a Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard playlist where I react to all the songs and it'll all be in order as well. So anyway, let's get on with it. Last song.
Met my boyfriend on a taco truck.
Wow.
Pass me my vape, I'm feeling sick, I need to take a bath. Imagine if we actually gave a fuck.
Oh, the way she said that. Fuck.
Wouldn't that be something to talk about for us? Caribbean blue in sweater weather, I'm falling into you.
Wow.
Although it seems I've gotten better, I can be violent too.
Her voice.
That's why they call me Lanita. When I get down, I'm bonita. Don't come find me in Reseda. I'll go crazy. Read my gold chain says Lanita.
This is cool.
When I'm violent, it's Carlito's way. Blood on my feet on the street, I'm dancing crazy. Spin it till you whip it into white cream, baby. Print it into black and white pages. Don't face me.
This is
before you
very
talk,
unique.
Let me stop what you say. I know that you hate me.
Ooh. That synth. So like growly. Gosh. Wow. Ooh. Damn. Jack Antonoff, go off. Ooh. He's so good at making like a atmospheric sound with like anything. Like, how does it still sound like Jack Antonoff's sound, but like also so different? Oh, this is Margaret Qualley, so Jack's fiance.
We're not even sure. I was just able to go back to sleep for an hour. So that rocked. Anyway, I had this dream where,
Venice Bitch.
You heard my baby's backing down now. You should come over. You'll be hanging around now. You should come over. Back to the garden. We're getting high now because we're older. Me myself
just so random. What a cool way to end this album. It makes you think, is she gonna kind of, I don't know, it makes you feel like, is she gonna, like, is her next album gonna sound weirdly like similar, like, to that? It's almost like, I mean, sorry, not similar, I mean, is her new album gonna be a mix of NFR and a trappier sound? Do you know what I mean? Is it like hinting something? I saw someone say this the other day about there being like almost hint like the bridge between albums sort of thing. So that is interesting to think about, but I wasn't expecting that. Like, I'm so glad, like, literally everyone who's watched my videos, you have not given one thing away, and like, I can't be happier. Like, thank you so much for not giving one single thing away to me, because I really didn't see any of that coming. So thank you, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll get into lyrics a little bit. I don't think it's going to take too long because, well, obviously half the song I've already heard. Met my boyfriend down at the taco truck. Pass me my vape, I'm feeling sick, I need to take a puff. Maybe she's saying, like, I don't know if she's saying it like, oh, we met up, we're already an item, we met up at the taco truck. Or if she's saying, I met him for the very first time at the taco truck. So let me think of it that way. So if it's for the very first time, maybe she's like, she sees him and she's like, she gets like this instant like nervous feeling, because maybe, because he was also, if she's on about this Jack Donahue guy again, you know, maybe she's like, she knew his music, maybe she felt a bit like, oh god, I don't know what to do, so she felt a bit queasy, a bit nervous, so she needed to like get on her vape and be like calm herself down maybe. And then it says, imagine if we actually gave a F, wouldn't that be something to talk about for us? You know, it's almost like a dig, isn't it? Like, imagine if we actually gave a F about this relationship, we would actually have stuff to talk about, but because we don't talk, we probably just get down and dance, or, you know, maybe make love, if that's what you want to call it. Or, you know, maybe they don't talk a lot. Then she says Caribbean blue and sweater weather. You know, it's a contrast. Caribbean blue is obviously a summery kind of colour. Well, think of the Caribbean and you think of sun, don't you? But she said wearing it in sweater weather, being a contrasting person, being different, you know, standing out from the rest. I'm falling into you. And that, like, it gave me this weird thought, like, when she said that I'm falling into you, I imagine it like literally like I'm falling into you, but then I also felt like, instead of saying falling in love with you, it could be like, I'm just falling into you. It's something a bit more clumsy, something a little bit more like, you know, maybe not quite love, but it's something. Maybe. She says, although it seems I've gotten better, I can be violent too. That's interesting. So like, maybe it seems like I've gotten better, like I've gotten happier and more, I've calmed down as the years have gone by, but I can be violent if I have to. You know, I could be bad. She says, oh, that's why they call me Lanita, which has kind of got that like Spanish kind of Lanita, you know, sassiness to it. When I get down, I'm bonita. Like, bonita, does that mean like beautiful or something? It means pretty. Bonita is pretty. So when she's like, when I get down, I'm pretty. You know, I look good when I'm dancing. Don't come find me in Reseda, in my residence. I'm not sure what Reseda means. Oh, suburban neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley. Okay, yeah, so mentioning that stuff. She's like, I'll go crazy. You know, like, she's just basically being like, you know, people call me Lanita because I can get feisty if I have to, basically. I'm crazy. And she says, read my gold chain, say Lanita. It's like Lana's getting quite hood up in here. You know what I mean? She's like, I got gold chain. It says Lanita, don't F with me. When I'm violent, it's Carlito's Way. I think she mentioned Carlito's Way in another song as well. I can't remember why I heard it. Maybe I heard it from, or maybe it's not from another song. Maybe it, can't remember. But it's an Al Pacino movie. So yeah, obviously tough, drug dealers and prison and all that sort of stuff, crime. Blood on my feet on the street, I'm dancing crazy. Yeah, she's just like, she's literally being tough, like being like, don't mess with me because I will fight back. It's so random, but I like it. Then this bit, I love the way this bit sounded, but spin it till you whip it into white cream, baby. That's so funny. Like, just, I don't know, just the way that sounds is hilarious. But yeah, that could be like, spin it till you whip it into white cream, baby. I imagine her dancing. She's just talked about dancing, but like dance until like everything is just like, I don't know, like a mist or like a cream, you know what I mean? Something that is just like, well, white cream too. So it's like it's almost like pure. I don't know something about that. But also it could mean like stirring the pot, like stirring the milk, whatever they call it, you know, when you're talking shit, basically. Print it into black and white pages, don't phase me. Oh, okay, so it could be a media thing, like, yeah, go on and talk your shit, put it in the pages of the newspaper. I don't care, it doesn't phase me anymore. I don't care. Before you talk, let me stop what you're saying. I know that you hate me. You know, like, before you even try and say that you don't like me, I already know, so it doesn't affect me. Who cares? You're the loser. I'm the winner. Then it's a spoken word outro bit with Margaret just saying, honey, I got up so early and then I got into the shower. I was just able to go back to sleep for an hour and a half, so that rocked. Anyway, I had this dream where, I don't know. So that's just a very random bit to have at the end. But it's also interesting, like the whole thing was like a dream or something. Like the whole thing was like, I don't know, just a bit of a random thing. I don't know. Do you know why? Or maybe it's just cute to have in the track. It just gave it that like little something extra. Then of course it goes into Venice Bitch, which makes me feel there's going to be something coming next, you know, from this album. There's going to be something different, but the same, you know? Because I feel like the end of this album is kind of like a weird teaser I do. But, oh my God, it was so cool. I felt like I actually kind of got through the lyrics a lot better on these last few songs. They weren't as cryptic for sure. But anyway, because it is the end of the album, I will give my end of the album thoughts here. We started the Grants. Beautiful, very family-esque sort of song, wasn't it? It was very holy as well, wasn't it? Which was very beautiful. Yeah, I like that song. Did you know that's Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Absolutely love that song. It was the first one I heard from the album. First one all of us heard, I imagine, from the album. Well, it was the first single, wasn't it? Loved it straight away, thought it was beautiful, even sang it on my Instagram if you want to go check that out. Yeah, then we had Sweet, which was really lovely too. A&W, obviously just amazing. Judah Smith interlude, we can just kind of skip that one. I mean, like I said, like when I reacted to it, I found what he said to be genuinely interesting. There was parts of it I was like, I'm not even a religious person, so I guess like I can't take it that seriously anyway. But I thought it was kind of cool, but obviously I don't like him. So what he stands for, I realised I didn't even know any of that stuff before, but now I do. Whatever, we'll just move on. Then we had Candy Necklace, really like that one. Actually, I feel like Candy Necklace to me feels like the darkest one on the album. It has like this weird dark feeling to it. Then we had the John Baptiste interlude, which was just interesting, cool, musical, whatever. And then Kintsugi, really beautiful, sweet song. Sad though, Fingertips, again, completely vulnerable and sad. Paris, Texas gave me this real, like, something I don't think I mentioned fully in the reaction, but it gave me this weird, like, French feeling throughout. I think I did mention something about that, but like this kind of like Emily in Paris kind of visual where it's all very like dainty, and you could just picture her in like an old-fashioned way, like hopping on the train with her little notebook and her beret. I know it wasn't anything to actually do with Paris and France, but the whole sound gave me that kind of like, beautiful, summery quaintness, you know? Then we had Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father While He's Deep Sea Fishing. I really did like that one, actually. Really explosive, twinkly, fairy-like, mystical. Loved it. Let the Light In, which I reacted to today. Really gorgeous again, like, but obviously it had more of a sadder story to it, but it felt like a love song with a sad undertone. Margaret, really cute songs, just totally cute, sweet, loved it. All positive. Fishtail, really interesting, really cool, like trip hoppy sound, you know, with that kind, with the lyrics being fantastic. Peppers, very different, very interesting, using samples as well, very like hip hop of her. Very interesting experimental sound. And then Taco Truck, just what, you know, my thoughts, I guess, but that was really cool. I can't really tell you what my favourite is. I really can't wait to listen to the album throughout and see. But yeah, anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this whole series, and yeah, I'll be back with regular video reactions soon, and yes, see you next time. Bye.